Juventus are about to sell a player, finally. And maybe, just maybe, it's for cash. It's for moolah. Cash that could potentially unlock the door to Juventus signing somebody like, I don't know, Kolo Muani. Somebody like Jadon Sancho. Somebody like Renato, Veiga. God knows, maybe even somebody like Matt O'Reilly. Juventus have just received breaking news that Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone. Where on God's earth did Atletico Madrid get all this money? Have you guys seen how many players they've signed this summer? They've spent nearly over 200 million. Anyways, Diego Simeone wants his hands on Nico Gonzalez. And so would I. Nico Gonzalez is an amazing footballer. Have you guys ever come across a player that carries the ball and makes the wrong pass? A player that gets into goal scoring opportunities and misses? A player that's Argentinian, shared the changing room with Lionel Messi? Why wouldn't you want him? And because of that, Atletico Madrid, you have to sign him. Anyways, it's being reported that it's a deal between 20 and 30 million. Juventus want 30 million up front to avoid a capital loss. But at the same time, they're open to a loan with an obligation where they're guaranteed the funds this time next summer. And it means that they can now free up some funds and bring in some necessary reinforcements. So what do we make of it? I think it's great news. Nico Gonzalez, for me, never saw it. Never ever saw it when he was at Fiorentina. I just never bought into it. He's good for Fiorentina. Fiorentina is his level. Juventus is not his level. He's not cut out to play for Juventus. And to be completely honest, I always said this last year. The criticism towards somebody like Nico Gonzalez, in my opinion, was warranted. Why? Because he actually played. Nico Gonzalez actually played last season, whether it was in the 4-2-3-1 on the Motta, whether it was Igor Tudor's 3-4-3, whether it's as a wing back, as a winger. Nico Gonzalez actually got an opportunity last year. But when I look at somebody like Douglas Luiz, I always sat down and was like, fair enough, like you haven't really carried yourself the best. Fair enough, you've had a lot of injuries. Fair enough, there's been a lack of professionalism, that nonchalant behaviour on the pitch. But there's quality. There's credit in the bank. You just need some consistency. And you could even see, like, after the season, him on Twitch or wherever he streams, he always comes out and says 55 million pound signing. And I only got myself 3 Serie A starts. It says it all. I blame him, but at the same time, I sympathize with him. Nico Gonzalez got the opportunity. And he showed me, Romano, Habib al-Elb, I'm not good. I'm not good. Oh, he was such a tough watch. Such a tough watch. And I'm not even really trying to offend anyone. This is just my opinion. Proper tough watch. No technical ability. A lot of physical ability. But at the same time, not knowing how to utilize it in a game. Very low IQ at times. But at the same time, he was capable of moments of magic. But me personally, I don't like players capable of moments of magic. I like consistency. I like penetration. I like players that are effective. That are efficient. Players with growth. Nico Gonzalez, for me, there's not much growth. And if Juventus can get this deal over the line, they're laughing. They're laughing. Now, it opens up the door to 2 more questions. It's also being reported that there might be a swap deal with some cash where Molina comes back to the Serie A, having played for Udinese. He done well at Udinese. Nothing special, but he went to Atletico Madrid. In my opinion, he wasn't anything great. Nico Gonzalez, Molina swap deal. Do you know what's the first thing that comes to mind? This. Now, this is what we call shopping in the trash. Not shopping at Gucci, at Dior, at Louis Vuitton. No, bro. Shopping in the trash. Trash v garbage. I've never ever been a fan of swap deals. Give me the money. Thank you very much. All the best. Okay? Now, it opens the door to who should Juventus sign, because it's been pretty well documented that Juventus need to sell in order for them to sign. The Serie A campaign starts in just over a week. Who should Juventus sign? Who should they prioritize? Because it's really coming across like Nico Gonzalez out means one player coming in. And in the future, Juventus are going to have to sell once again in order to bring another player in. Who should the cash go to? Gasperini, Roma have just placed a 20 million bid for Jadon Sancho. Sancho has made it crystal clear he wants Juve, but at the same time, let's be real, beggars can't be choosers. There's not many clubs across the world that want him. Manchester United want him gone. He wants to leave. He might look at the opportunity to go to Roma, to go work under Gasperini. It might be the opportunity that he's been desperately looking for to revive his career. At the end of the day, Roma have put cash on the table. Juventus haven't. So who should this money now go towards? You've got Jadon Sancho. You've got Matt O'Reilly from Brighton, where it's also being reported that Juventus have agreed personal terms with him for a loan with either, I believe, an obligation or an option to buy. So you've got Jadon Sancho, Matt O'Reilly, Kolo Muani, and Renato Veiga. I've just dragged in Renato Veiga myself, okay? Kolo Muani, the thing that's holding up the deal is the financial terms. I feel like they've both come to an agreement for a 10 million loan fee, but I think PSG want like a serious upfront payment, or they want a permanent transfer now with like no loan, no obligation. But listen, the way life works is as time approaches an end, they're going to accept, okay? So you can either take that money and put it on a 10 million loan fee for Kolo Muani. You can either take that money and put it towards a loan fee for Matt O'Reilly and maybe to cover his costs for next year if you do decide to sign him on a permanent basis. You can either use that money and put it towards Jadon Sancho, or, in my opinion, you take that money and you either agree a loan with an obligation to buy for somebody like Renato Veiga, or you just go out and sign him permanently. The time has come for my favourite slogan. Where are the defenders? Where are they? I'm looking for them. I'm genuinely looking for them. Where are the defenders? Where are the attackers? I see them. Where are the midfielders? I see them. Where are the defenders? I can't see them. I genuinely can't see them. Renato Veiga to Juventus, I could comfortably turn around and tell you guys, they don't need to make any more signings. Go into the season with David, Kenan, crazy to say this, Conceição, take the gamble on Coop Miners, keep Douglas Luiz around. Defenders, where are the defenders? Take the money, put it into Renato Veiga. If it's not him, put it into the Marseille one, Ballardi. Put it into a centre-half. Please, I told you guys. Beginning of the summer, I was feeling peckish. I was feeling hungry. I was asking for 2 defenders. I'm humble. Life humbles you. Just in general, life at times, it will humble you. It will tell you you're not that guy. Sit down. Keep your mouth shut. Life told me, sit down. Keep your mouth shut. You're not getting 2 defenders. So if that's the case, give me one. Give me one. Give me Renato Veiga. At least next season, I can look at Juve's backline and be like, Bremer, nice. Veiga, nice. Potential. Ball playing ability. Physicality. Leadership. He wants to be there. I'd also look at Kalulu and be like, no problem. No problem at all. Then, off the bench, yes, you've got the Gattis. You've got the Ruganis. Yes, you can maybe integrate somebody like Facundo Gonzalez. No problem. But Juventus will have themselves a solid core at the back. Me, personally, I always said, after Jonathan David, the priority should have always been defenders. The Conceição deal got done over the line. Now it's being reported Douglas Luiz is about to go. So Juventus are looking at midfielders. Bring in one defender and then go focus on the attack. And then go focus on the midfielders. Juventus need defenders. Guys, I don't want to be sat here when the season starts and telling you guys, this is why they needed defenders. I don't want to play that I told you so game. But if I have to, I'll be amazing at it. I will be amazing at it. I will go into every video and I will clip up the parts where I'm screaming, where are the defenders? And I will make like this amazing montage of it. Bring in defenders. Okay? So in my opinion, this is where the money should go. Knowing Juventus, from what I've read, it's being reported that if Nico Gonzalez goes, this money is most likely going towards Matt O'Reilly or Jadon Sancho. I don't really have an issue. I would probably prefer Matt O'Reilly more than Sancho. O'Reilly is a good player, but defenders need to come in. Please. Anyways, if you're new, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on another one.